If you are determined to become part of the early adoption movement for electric cars, then Hyundai has a relatively affordable sedan worth looking at. The Hyundai Ioniq 6 starts at $42,450 before any deals or government incentives, and offers a base model range of up to 361 miles, which should last the average American about 10 days between necessary charging. Right now, it's the only all-electric non-luxury sedan on the market, which makes it a breakthrough vehicle in a class of one, and it's undeniably excellent. Interestingly, Hyundai sent us the base version to review over a week, meaning it's the least expensive version and arrives with rear-wheel drive and riding on 18-inch wheels. It may be the base model for the Ioniq 6, but it's far from a bare-bones trim. Typically, automakers put the higher trims in their press fleets, and putting an entry-level model in is typically a sign of confidence, indicating that it's the trim level the brand expects to sell the most of. Exterior. A decision was made. Hyundai's exterior design is always interesting. It's like the brand has two schools of in-house design, one that goes for mass-market appeal while pushing the envelope, and one that isn't afraid of polarizing people. The Ioniq 5 is definitely designed by the first school, and is a work of aesthetic brilliance, while the Ioniq 6 is by the same people who brought us the Sonata, which is an unconventional-looking sedan. In the case of the Ioniq 6, we are talking even more unconventional. It's got a sloping front end and drooping back, and once you realize it looks like someone stretched a Volkswagen Beetle, you can't unsee it. It's a curious decision for Hyundai to go with creating an electric sedan for the mass market, and giving it a love it or hate it aesthetic. However, if you are not a fan, then it's worth remembering that it's not always a good idea to judge a book by its cover. Interior. Locked and loaded. Inside the SUR, you are looking at cloth seats, but it's worth noting these are not only underrated for those who live in hot climates, but they come with standard seat heating. You also get a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and no other option for an interior color other than black. The driver's gauge screen and the center infotainment screen both measure 12.3 inches and are seamlessly joined together, as is the fashion right now for higher-end cars, even on the entry-level mode. But the front passenger doesn't get a power-adjustable seat. Rear passengers in the entry-level model don't get much in the way of features, but they do get ample room to relax. It's surprisingly spacious back there. However, that's at the cost of just 11.2 cubic feet of trunk capacity. Despite there being no spare tire, a tire mobility kit is added instead. Space is limited. Where the Hyundai Ioniq 6 truly shines is in terms of tech, with Hyundai's clear and responsive infotainment system having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, as well as Sirius capability. Safety tech isn't limited either, and it includes rear cross-traffic collision avoidance assist and blind spot monitoring. Of course, Hyundai doesn't market this for premium buyers, so if you are looking for luxury, skip Tesla rivals and look at a Polestar 2, just be prepared to pay for it.